What is going on, guys? It is your boy BlankPage coming at you with another video, and what you guys are going to watch today is my new Igknight deck profile. I say new because I just now updated this deck actually, and I actually put up a previous deck profile of Igknights a couple days ago. So if you guys want to go check out that vid, a link to that video will be down in the description down below. But obviously this is the more updated one, so obviously it has different cards in it, and it definitely works with a new kind of engine, I would say. It's not really, it's relatively the same, but it definitely has different combos in it, along with different XC cards, and actually this one has some synchro monsters as well, and it just works kind of different, and I believe that is also more consistent, and it's definitely more deadly. But just in case you guys want to check out both deck profiles to see which one you would rather run, a link to that one will be down in the description down below, so just click it after this video and you guys will be taken there. But before I jump into the deck profile itself, where I just name off every card within the main deck, extra deck, and side deck, I just want to briefly ask you guys to please subscribe down below for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I only upload deck profiles, and that is basically all I upload is deck profiles. So if you guys are down for that shit, just subscribe down below, and I'll bring you guys the newest decks out there, along with the most competitive, consistent, and obviously the most fun decks to be used. So if you guys are, just down for that shit, just subscribe down below, and you guys definitely won't regret it. So now I'm just going to jump right into the deck profile of where I just name off every card within the main deck, extra deck, and side deck. Then after all that, I'll give you guys some brief explanations of how this deck works, just in case of those that actually don't know how to use Igknights, and some sick ass combos that you guys can definitely use within this deck. So just to start off, I'm just going to start off at the top left here. Just keep in mind that also all these Igknight monsters are in order with their levels, going from level 3 to level 4 to level 5s, and onward down all the way down to level 7. So now I'm just going to start. So starting off, I'm running 2 Igknight Magnum, 2 Igknight Eagle, 3 Igknight Musket, 3 Igknight Dragnov, 3 Riot, 3 Caliber, and 2 Igknight Avengers. So that's it for the Igknight monsters. For other monsters within the main deck, I am running 2 Yugioh. This is just basically an honest, except this card can work within any deck out there, and also it is a tuner, so that is how you guys can definitely get out Black Rose and Clearwing, or any other sinker monster you guys ever want to put into this deck. I'm also running 3 Zephyros and 3 Armageddon Knight. That's it for the monsters. For spells, I am running 3 Reinforcement of the Army, 2 Dark Factory of Max Production, 2 Summoner's Art, 2 Ignition Phoenix, 1 Raigeki, 1 Pot of Riches, and that is it for the spells. For traps, I'm running Ignition Burst and 2 Royal Decree. For extra deck monsters, I'm running 3 number 86s, 2 number 66, 1 number 30, 1 Shark, 1 Evil Swarm Exciton Knight, 1 Dark Rebellion XC Dragon, 1 Planet Teller Knight, 1 Nova, 1 Infinity, 1 Draco Sack, 1 Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, and obviously 1 Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. So that is it for the extra deck, 15 cards. For the side deck, I am running 2 Rescue Hamster. That's it for the monsters that I will ever run, or most likely will run within the extra deck, within the side deck, just because of the sole fact that I probably won't ever really need a side deck for this kind of deck. I mean, obviously not with monsters at least, but obviously with spells and traps I will definitely use it. But just for monsters, just in case you guys want to put in a monster like this, you guys definitely can. For spells, I'm running 2 Berserker Soul, just because of the sole fact that you might actually go for a direct attack with a monster that has 15 or less damage, and then obviously you can just burn off your opponent rather nicely, I would say. For spells, I'm running 2 Light Imprisoning Mirror for matchups against Light Sworns and Satellar Knights, basically just fucks them over. Same with Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, except this one can kind of just fuck over, let's say, Burning Abyss at all, Infernoids, etc. I'm also running 2 Horn of Heaven, 3 Black Horn of Heaven. This card is really underrated, I feel. I feel like it just hasn't gotten much play lately, and that is why I'm using it. I think the only reason why it's not really getting played as much is just because of the sole fact that it is a trap card and not a spell card. But you know, I think it's still a relatively really decent card to be used in today's game, so that's why it is down here in the side deck. I'm also using 2 Mind Crush, which seems to be one of the new staples within a lot of people's decks within the Yu-Gi-Oh community. So that's why it's down here in the side deck, just in case you guys want to, you know, take out a like a Royal Decree or something. So that's it for the deck profile, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm just gonna go over some tips and tricks, some combos, I guess I could say, about this deck. So let's just jump right into it. Obviously, as you guys can see, I have a Zephyrus and an Igknight. These two basically are just working combo to help you guys get out a number 66, which just makes this deck run super fast, and it basically just allows you to put almost all of your Igknight monsters, if not all of them, into your extra deck, to where then you can just go off and, you know, fuck your opponent right in the fucking face. So for my custom, you guys aren't really, you know, done for that. I usually don't really custom my videos, but right now it's just, you know, it's just so deadly that, you know, it deserves those cuss words. I mean, because it's just so, it's real. I mean, the combo, the sack king with this freaking card is just unreal. Alright, so for you guys to get out a number 66, first you would want to set one of your Igknight monsters in your Pendulum Zone. Doesn't matter which one, honestly. It can be any of them. Then you want to normal summon Igknight and send your Zephyrus to the graveyard. Special summon Zephyrus from your graveyard and send your Igknight monster back to your hand, which then allows him to be special summoned to your field with Igknight. From there, you then just want to pendulum summon that monster, and then you then want to XC right into number 66. From there, you want to activate its effect and put it on whatever Igknight monster is in your Pendulum Zone. From there, you then just want to Pendulum summon another Igknight monster, and from there, you can basically just go through your entire deck of Igknight monsters until basically they're all in your extra deck. Obviously, you don't want to put all of them in there. Then from there, you can basically just go off and XC into any card you want, and you can then just basically go into a number 86, which seems to be a rather efficient way. Or, you know, obviously you can go into 101 or Dark Rebellion Dragon or Plant Tellarknight. From there, you can go into Cyber Dragon Nova. In case you guys don't know Plant Tellarknight's effect, if he has 3 or more XC material on him, he can then basically XC into another XC monster that has 1 rank higher than it. And obviously this is a level 4 or rank 4, and this is a rank 5, and then obviously through Infinity's effect you can XC into Infinity through Nova's effect. So obviously the plays with this deck are insane, and it just works really efficient, I would say. And it just gets insane, honestly, how many times I just won with this deck without, like, on like the second or third turn. It just gets insane. And obviously trying to get out a Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack is kind of difficult with this deck, only because I'm only running 2 level 7 monsters, but it is doable. Same way, basically, if you guys want to try it through the number 66 way. Obviously there's other ways of how to do it, like the old-fashioned way, or, you know, it's not really old-fashioned, I would say, but it's just trying to do it in the less efficient way, more difficult way, I would say. But it is doable to get Draco Sack out there in case you guys want to try and get him out there. The rest of these cards are relatively easy to get out and onto the field. And obviously, if you guys want to get out Black Rose, Moonlight Dragon, and Clearwing Synchro Dragon, you guys will just use Yugioh with a level 4 monster like Igknight Musket and Dragnov. And that is basically how you can get them out. You'll most likely run into these guys somewhere within like your starting hand or your second draw or third draw, and obviously this is basically the same with Yugioh. So these guys are definitely easy to get out as well. Basically just all these cards are just really easy to get out. It's really efficient, really fast, And obviously, if you guys don't have the cards that you actually want in your hand, we have Reinforcement of the Army, Dark Factory of Mass Production, and Summoner's Art to help you guys get to those cards. Because as you guys can tell, Igknight monsters are normal Pendulum monsters, so they can be searched out through the means of Summoner's Art, Dark Factory Mass Production, and Reinforcement of the Army, because they are warrior type monsters. So there's a bunch of cards to search these guys out in case you guys need to get to a particular card, like let's say Igknight. You can also search them out with Reinforcement of the Army. I mean, this deck is just really good, and I suggest running it if you guys haven't already. Oh, and by the way, the reason why I'm running 3 number 86s is just because of the sole fact with this deck, it is a beast and it is very difficult to deal with. So if you guys read his effects, if I should say so, if he has 1 or more, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. 2 or more monsters, this card gains 1500 ATK and DEF. For if he has 3 or more XD materials, this card is unaffected by other card effects. If he has 4 more material, your opponent cannot normal summon or special summon any monsters. And if this guy has 5 or more material on him, once per turn you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. So this card just becomes insane, and it's very easy to do. Like I said, with the Armageddon Knight / Zephyrus Way with number 66, it just gets insane, honestly. Now obviously I only have a handful of level 4 monsters in my deck, but all you need is basically 3, and your opponent won't really be able to do anything. Now obviously we do have 6 level 4 monsters right here, which obviously allows you to go through all of his effects, but all you really need is 3. I mean, obviously the first one is that you can't destroy a battle. That's very insane already. And obviously with number 3, this card is unaffected by other card effects. I mean, that's not just, this just isn't it. It isn't just monster effects. It's also spell and trap card effects. So this card just becomes insane. And obviously with number 4, your opponent cannot normal / special summon any monsters. Basically, that just means that your opponent is fucked beyond belief, unless they're running like a I don't know, a Shadal deck or something, where they can just set monsters and then you'll just fall into the trap. But that's besides the matter. Shadals aren't really even getting much play anymore, anyways, because all their cards got banned, and there's not really relevant as of right now, at least. But that's why I'm running 3 of him, just in case for those of you who are wondering why I am running him. He's just really efficient with his deck, and he just basically becomes a staple within Igknights right now. So that is why I am running him at 3. But that's basically it for this deck profile, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, leave me a like down below, and comment down below for any card ideas or any deck requests. I take all deck requests, no matter how silly they tend to be. I just don't relatively get them any. I relatively just don't get any. But I take all deck requests. So if you guys have any, just leave them down below. And if you guys haven't already, just subscribe down below for more Yu-Gi-Oh content, and I'll give you guys the content that you guys want. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. And that is it for this video. Adios.